So, Roger, for hosting infrastructure side, how do you support safe deployments? What safety nets can managed hosting provide for the business might not have on their own?
Yeah, no, I love this question, and I always think back to Bill O'Reilly, right? The Inside Edition, do it live. I don't know, if, I'm dating myself here, right? But Matt brings up a great point, right? Be careful in your live environment. You again, downtime is not good. If all you do is business on the internet, when your site is down, people are just going, "Oh, they must be out of business." So you want to be really careful with this. At Kinsta, we've come up with a number of ways for you to manage all of this, depending, and I think there's risk assessment here, right? If you've got a business that's generating significant income, then your risk assessment needs to be much higher, right? You need to be doing staged environments, you need to be doing planned rollouts and taking your time with all of this. With an e-commerce website, there's a lot of moving parts and you don't want to miss any of them, especially with like a WooCommerce site where there do tend to be more plugins involved and they interact with each other in different ways. And so you want to be careful with all of this. So we've got staging environments that you can set up and utilize and push your deployments to and test there and then push that to live when you're ready to go live with it. We also have an automatic plugin and theme update tool that does visual regression testing. And so with this tool, before you update a plugin, the system takes a screenshot of various parts of the website and then makes the update. And then it takes a screenshot again. And this is really fast, milliseconds. And if there's a difference, it reverts back to before the update. And so that tool can save a ton of time for smaller businesses who maybe don't have the staff or maybe, don't have Endeavor on full time for making these updates. If they need to save the money, they can use this automatic update tool and make these updates in the live environment, but with that safety catch that if something goes wrong, it reverts. We send you a message letting you know, hey, we tried to make this update. There was a problem. You should go ahead and do some testing and figure that out. We also do daily backups. We allow you to take backups regularly. And the nice thing at Kinsta is we're doing Linux containers for all of the sites. So when we do a backup, it's actually a snapshot of the entire container. And so when you go to restore that backup, it's really fast. And that was one of the things that's always blown me away when I came here was like, wow, the backups, not only do they work, which is the thing you want to make sure you're testing, but they also just happen really quickly, which when you're in that situation where you need a backup to load really quickly, every second counts. So, that's how we approach all of that. We give you lots of options, lots of flexibility, depending on your risk assessments.